Greetings, housemates, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Art of War. I'm Phwop, creator of the Art of War mod, which is, of course, built on the fantastic Long War mod. Alright, we covered that before. It is time to do new things. So what did we do? Alright, first off, we got to start a research project. My personal choice, especially with France, is to go for xenobiology. Because it unlocks the ability to trade sectoid corpses for scientists. And as I've gone over in some of my previous XCOM analysis, I guess, scientists are more useful than engineers over the long run. And since France gets more mission requests, that means unlocking the ability to get more scientists is better. Now, in my mod, I have made scientists and engineers roughly a third as important as they were. The idea was to even out the number of scientists and engineers, the value of what you get from choosing different countries, so that no country was like, oh man, I need this country first because I get 2 scientists a month from it. And also to kind of tone down the strength of bonus scientists, especially from council missions. Because now you start with 30 scientists instead of 10, so one new scientist isn't like a 10% increase in research speed, he's more like a 3% increase in research speed, and vice versa. She, obviously, because all scientists are women. So in general, it puts more emphasis on accruing scientists and engineers over time from countries than on the immediate bumps of scientists and engineers. Anyway, so I'm going to start with Xenobio. If you want to go straight for scopes, which is probably a good choice, because scopes grant squad sight, go alien weaponry. Xenobio is a little bit faster. Alien materials is actually very fast. You'll note there is a time difference now. So I usually do Xenobio and then alien materials, because alien materials actually comes with a lot of goodies. A little bit of armor, a little bit of attack increase, some stuff for the shiv. It's good.
I agree. That does seem to be the most pressing of our
but that
current
does
research
put off
options.
scopes
We'll
for
begin
a while.
Immediately. I will notify you when a complete report is available.
Thanks. Too loud though. All right, I think I turned down the beginner voiceover, but all right, I think I toned down the voiceover. I'm gonna try not to talk on top of any of the characters. Quieter headset. Okay, what did we build? We built an access lift. We're excavating because it's cheap and pretty fast. We want to start building steam generators. The first building I want... Laboratory would be really nice. Workshop, also good. Repair bay, also good. Looking at this setup, I think I'll burrow down and then make steam generators here. I'll keep my satellites up top. I may build my first 4 satellites here, injection reactors here, so I can start scrapping these steam generators once my injection reactors come online. And so this will be satellites in power. And then maybe a lab right here, workshops, an officer training here. Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. All right, let's see. We already did all the building and buying there is. We ordered soldiers, did we not? Yeah. Ordered 6 soldiers just to be safe. Ordered a new interceptor. Retrofitted these guys with these rapid fire weapons to finish off wounded UFOs, while leaving 2 with these nuke type weapons to deal the damage. the initial damage. Note that you can intercept a bit more. Even the small UFOs, I think you can get 3 interceptions, which should help you land a nuke and then murder them. And then here, okay, so let's look what's going to happen. So in my mod, the way panic works is a lot different. I touched on it last time. Basically, if you are above 2 bars, that is 40% panic, then you definitely have a chance to leave. Then that country has a chance to leave the council, and the chance is actually pretty good.
Nothing to report at the moment. Boards are clear.
Not guaranteed, but good. So Australia and Nigeria, I'm just going to go ahead and give up on. There's a chance I could get lucky, but I'm not going to count on it. Since I would like to secure my starting continent, I really want to get a satellite up over the United Kingdom. And I already purchased the satellite, so now it's the building that I have to construct. Russia looks like it's nice and safe, so is France. And then maybe I could take over America.
We've been picking up some odd transmissions lately. Some nut calling himself Commander Straker has been all over the news ranting about shadow operatives.
Okay, and then a quick look at our barracks. I thought 50 was the new average aim, but, you know, maybe I'm wrong. People do level up a little bit faster in my mod, at least the first 3 levels, the early levels, because the first 3 perks are what really, like, specialize a soldier. Alright, Cutthroat's coming out, and we're just going to hit the next mission. Alright, our Cutthroats are complete. Cutthroats are... Let's take a look at them in the barracks. Oh shit. What I meant was, let's just take a look at everything. One, you can tell I have virtual training mod installed. That means my soldiers slowly gain XP over time. This is in my suggested mods, because I think it's fine. It lets people gain the first 3 perks without ever seeing combat, but at the beginning of the game it's incredibly slow, 1 XP a day, and the highest it can ever get is 11 XP a day. And look into the details of that on your own. So let's go over equipment now that we have the Cutthroats. Alright, so what do you start with? There's the TAC Vest. This bad boy comes with the low profile perk, good mobility, little armor, it's only got 2 points, and no damage reduction. Compared to the TAC armor. Alright. TAC armor, light armor, defense bonus, and damage reduction. Low mobility, no bonus perk. I don't think it actually comes with defense anymore. I need to correct that. But it gives you 3 armor health and 0.2 damage reduction, as well as hardened, which is a 40% resistance to critical hits. Now, that means that when you are exposed, it's only a 30% chance, 30% chance to be crit upon bonus instead of 50 like it used to be, which means even when you're exposed you have a chance to resist critical hits. Now most aliens have a 30% chance to crit naturally, so they are still going to crit you when you're out of cover, and quite a few aliens have aggression, which increases their crit chance for every XCOM soldier they can see up to another 30% on top of whatever they normally have. So what does that mean? It means use F1 to see which enemies have aggression. And if they don't have aggression, you can be pretty safe out of cover with your TAC armor on. The damage reduction means that when you're in light or heavy cover, you're more likely to prevent a whole point of damage instead of missing that chance. It also means you can be shot in the back, and there's a 20% chance that you will take 1 less damage than expected. So all in all, hardened is great. If you're in cover, that 40% crit resistance is really good and can prevent enemies, even aggressive enemies, that is enemies with aggression, from critting you. So it makes you a great tank against enemies that are kind of crit reliant, which you'll have to kind of use autopsies and F1 to figure out. Alright, so let's look at the weapons here. This is for the rookie, so this will apply to all your rookies. Alright, first off we have the Skirmisher Rack. It gives you lots of mobility. How much is it? Rifleman Rack? Yeah. 3 mobility, like you're used to. Let me unequip everything else so none of these bonuses are interfering. Oh, I can't unequip. What is something that's totally neutral? I think the needle grenade actually. Yeah, anyway. Alright, let's not worry about it. Here's what we got. Skirmisher Rack. Personal defense weapon. That's kind of the name for these things these days. 12 aim bonus. The average aim bonus is the assault rifle's 16, I think, in my mod. We'll get around to it. So 12 is a little low, making it somewhat inaccurate. Base damage of 2. Critical chance 76%. That means you're likely to crit someone even if they're in cover. And that combos beautifully with its bonus perk, Rapid Fire, which means you can get 2 relatively inaccurate shots that both have incredible crit chances, especially if you bring any equipment that increases your critical chance further. Its attack and reaction range are 24 and 21. Standard soldier sight range is 27. So you may not be able to attack things at the very edge of your vision. But with the accuracy the way it is, you're not going to be taking too many shots there at all. Each tech level of weapons has different range values. So you want to keep an eye on these. Like, they are different and they do count. The reaction range, this is when will you be able to use an Overwatch attack or anything like that. Any kind of reaction fire. So you'll note that it is shorter than the attack range. That's true for most weapons. For some weapons there's a big difference here because I think of them as unwieldy and poor at Overwatch. Ammunition, you see it has 2 ammo base. It gets +1 when you research ammo conservation. Mobility +3, rapid fire perk, and then some fluffy stuff. Tactical briefing is all fluff, just for you. I wrote that for you. Primary loadout, sidearms gain this weapon's bonus perk. That's just to remind you that if you have rapid fire on this, then your sidearm will also have rapid fire. So taking one of the heavy sidearms might be a great idea because you'll also be able to shoot it twice. Steady aim, brace yourself this turn to gain +20 on the net, Like, you know what that is. It just lets you know that this weapon comes with that ability, as some don't. And ballistic tech. This weapon has an increased critical chance compared to other techs. Alright? It's still 76, that's accounted for here, but other techs will actually have less critical chance. The big bonus for all ballistic tech weapons is that they have a higher chance to crit because pieces of lead ricocheting through your body suck. I don't know why this says 82%, but I don't know. I'll double check it. Let us move on. Okay, the next size up from the Skirmisher Rack is the Reflex Rack. That is the carbine type weapon. I use the one in parentheses so that you know across tech levels what weapons are, comparable to what. Alright, so aim +24, that's twice that of the Skirmisher Rack. Base damage 3, so 1 more damage. Critical chance only 20%. Remember there are a lot of perks that can increase your critical hit chance, so that Skirmisher's Rack can be absolutely brutal. Also note that with rapid fire and only 2 ammo, the Skirmisher's Rack basically runs out of ammo instantaneously. Attack range 30, reaction 27, so this actually has 3 extra range with squad sight, so it can shoot just beyond soldier visual range and can react up to visual range. 3 ammo, little less mobility, little more ammo. Bonus perk is vigilant. That means that it doesn't suffer penalties on Overwatch, making it the go-to weapon for long distance Overwatch, or sight range Overwatch. Your sidearms will also gain vigilant. That won't help them very much because they're pretty inaccurate even at moderate range. Reach, everything that benefits from squad sight is listed here. Note that you can get squad sight with the scope. And all you have to do is research alien weaponry, I think, to start building those. So squad sight is available to pretty much everyone pretty early, but you have to carry an item for it. Not that scopes aren't awesome anyway. Steady aim, brace yourself, yeah, you know what that is. Extra crit chance over normal carbines, fluff. Does this one's crit chance match up? 20, 60%. No, alright, I'm going to have to look into that. Rifleman rack. Okay, this is the standard assault rifle. Aim plus 16. Yep, the average aim bonus is 16, like I said. Base damage is 4, so we're creeping up in base damage. Critical chance is 28. That is higher. The heavier caliber weapons have... do they have increased crit chance? Not all of them do, but they do have higher range. That's just how ballistics work. So the heavier the weapon, the longer the range, until you start getting into like the auto cannons and stuff. All right, so its attack range is 36. That's a full third farther than visual range. So 1/3 of visual range extra in squad sight bonus. Also, reaction range is 6 points higher than visual range, which means that the Rifleman rack can actually overwatch at extended ranges. Ammunition 4. The one thing about assault rifles is that they carry more ammo than the standard weapon. So always, assault rifles always, if you need a little more ammo, the assault rifles always tend to have the most ammo out of all of the rifle analogs. Bonus perk Sentinel. That means you can spray that extra ammo out into the world when you go into Overwatch and get 2 attacks. Whereas normally, of course, you only get the 1. But then, of course, that negates your crit chance and all that. All right, reach, nothing else special there. And so rookie's only other choice is the breacher rack. This is for primary weapons, of course. The breacher rack is your close quarters weapon, plus 16 aim. I will note that at exactly 16 range, which is a little over half of your visual range, the breacher and the assault rifle are exactly equivalent when it comes to aim. I've modified shotgun range penalty such that it's not so much of a penalty as it is a big bonus when you're close. After 16 range, every range you get closer to the enemy, the shotgun gains 2 aim and other weapons gain 1. So the closer you are, it's twice as good to be close with a shotgun is basically it. If you're point blank with an enemy, you are very likely to hit. I think usually if you're on the other side of full cover from an enemy, you've probably still got like a 70% chance to hit. Base damage is 4. You know that's toned down from Long War and Vanilla significantly, but the critical chance is 64%, which means you are very likely to crit an enemy from the front, even if they're behind cover. And if you flank them, you get that plus 30% chance, and you're almost guaranteed a crit. Crit damage is something like 7. Otherwise, you can use it to just chip away at people. You'll note the attack range is fairly high, but the reaction range is quite low. That's to prevent crappy Overwatch. Also to be, Anyway, so you only Overwatch when you're within effective range, basically. Ammunition 4, which is a nice boon. I know I said assault rifles are better, but I was talking about rifles then. No mobility, but you do get run and gun. That is because shotguns are great. I changed that perk to charge. I need to change this text. Look, guys, it needs a lot of spit and polish, but we're working on it. Critical chance 32%. That's just not right. I don't know. Whatever. I'll try and figure out where these numbers are coming from. All right, so the shotgun is awesome. Also remember that run and gun is super sweet. especially if you have other abilities that you can use on the first turn. Alright, what else do we have here? Trophies. Grants the Steadfast perk, preventing panic from all sources except psi powers. Super good, guys. Super good. That helps you prevent chain panic significantly. There's some Reddit about that, where just having 2 of them can decrease. It's kind of a herd immunity thing. Grants +3 will and +3 crit chance, because I wanted you to want to kind of take it sometimes. And it has a weight of 1. Numerous, is that actually true? Quite a few things don't actually have any weight, so it may actually not have weight. Alright, the Telemetrics Kit, previously known as the Battle Scanner. A tactical toolkit consisting of advanced rangefinders and 1 battle scanner device. It is a support grenade. I tried to note that in the description in case you wondered what was affected by smoke and mirrors and what wasn't. It grants you enhanced telemetry, +4 aim, and it has 0 weight. Which is awesome. So let's see. Yeah, the trophy also has 0 weight, so I'll try and remember to fix these. If you guys could put it in the comments for me, you could be like, hey, remember the trophy should have 0 weight. Yeah, please do that. It'll help remind me. So, the Telemetrics Kit is great because it increases your aim. Just kind of bring it along sometimes, especially on characters you want to hit all the time. Alright, Demolition Rigging. This is heavy. Gives you the bonus perk, Grenadier. Armor mod, +1 armor point, +0.2 DR, and a weight of 2. So it does slow you down quite a bit, but it does give you Grenadier, which increases your grenade range, your throw range, and any of the offensive grenades, the non-support grenades, that you carry, you'll get twice as many of. So at the beginning of the game, that means that I would get 2 needle grenades, or I would get 2 HE grenades, whoops, if I had the demolition rigging equipped. So there you can decide whether you want to bring needle grenade, a mix of grenades, or 2 of the same grenade with a little bit of extra range and a little bit of extra toughness, but a bit less mobility. Demolition rigging, pretty OP at the beginning of the game, but as enemies outgrow your grenades, it gets a little sketchy. Plus, there are other good armor plates that you can't wear in combination with it. So I know it seems awesome right now. You will grow out of it. And then you'll get an extra pocket and you'll grow right back into it, because then you'll be able to carry like 4 grenades on someone who doesn't even specialize in grenades. Alright, so then what? Needle grenade. Needle grenade, anti-personnel grenade that cannot have blah blah blah. You know how they work. Weight 0, damage, I think it's an average of 4. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Needle grenades are a little vanilla, but they truly become beautiful. We're going to skip down when combined with the HE kit. Now, why would I do that? I could carry 2 needle grenades or 2 HE grenades with that demolition rigging on, right? Yeah, that's true, but the HE kit does 1 to 5 damage, so it does as a base damage of 3. And it doesn't even mention it here. It gives you anti-material charges, that is, heat warheads. I did change the name of a lot of perks. Deal with it. They were so stupid in some ways. So, this means my needle grenade is also going to do anti-mech damage. And since the needle grenade has a higher base damage and a larger area of effect, if you didn't know, then the needle grenade then is going to be an amazing drone killer. And it's actually going to be pretty effective against all sorts of mechanical enemies, which we all know and hate. So then this HE kit makes my needle grenade better. It also makes your rockets better, so keep that in mind. And that's why it's nice to mix and match these. Now when you have 3 pockets, then you can bring demolition rigging and just have all sorts of awful grenades. Alright, that's why you'd bring that. Breaching kit. The breaching kit is a single flashbang and a kind of modular shielding. I was pretty vague about that. Basically, it gives you riot gear. Grants +1 damage reduction. That is a full point of damage reduction. And the Guardian perk. But it's also bulky. -4 defense and -8 aim. Can't do anything about the picture. It is what it is. But you'll see the stats up here. So wait, why defense reduction? That way it makes it easier for you to tank. Since characters have like an innate amount of defense, and you may end up with a high defense character that you actually want to use as a tank in some mission. The breaching kit really helps to single them out. With tack armor, demolition rigging, and the breaching kit, you'll have a natural 1.4 damage reduction, which basically bumps up to an even 2 when you're behind heavy cover, or just under 2 when you're behind light cover. Also, Guardian is the perk where when you go into Overwatch, you gain 15 defense, as long as you are still in Overwatch. What that is great for is putting these guys out front, and in Overwatch, putting them next to doors and into Overwatch before you open the door. If there's nothing there, then they'll be in nice defensive positions in heavy cover beside those doors, and if there is something there, they will shoot them. So this reflex rack demolition rigging breaching kit is a solid, like, kind of mid to long range defensive character, tanky character, even as a rookie. And then the breaching rack makes them a little more boss when it comes to running in and shooting stuff. But of course they will be slow and hit a little bit. They're more likely to be targeted, basically. Alright, moving on. Smoke grenade. These things are pretty standard. You do not get more perks from smoke grenades, but they don't weigh anything either. So they're nice, and on faster characters, they're awesome. Remember, if you actually get the perk on a character, then you can throw that smoke grenade as your first action without ending your turn. It's a big deal. Not much to say. Smoke grenades are really, really powerful, especially against things that have no alternative way to attack you. Extended magazines. So extended magazines weigh 0. Gives you 1 point of extra ammo, and that's it. It's just a nice thing to have. I consider it kind of a weapon mod. I've thought about putting other perks on it, but it's really quite good, and I tried to make sure that you kind of want it on some things, like maybe that skirmisher's rack, so that you can do something after you rapid fire without using your side pistol. It's actually really important when you get laser weapons, so keep that in mind. Or simply on really heavy weapons that don't have much ammo, pop that extended magazine on. Alright, laser sight. Laser sights are awesome. Alright, +4 aim, and it grants you the covering fire perk, which is actually called quick draw in my mod. And this is interesting because this lets your Overwatch trigger whenever the enemy does anything. Often that means your Overwatch will be targeting an enemy in cover, but it also means that your Overwatch is never wasted. I don't suggest combining it with a breaching kit, because then you may waste your 15 defense unnecessarily on a crappy shot, but I do suggest combining it with anything that gives you vigilant. With quick draw and vigilant, you'll get a full accuracy shot against an enemy that doesn't even move. It's also pretty good with the breaching rack. If you just get really close to a group of enemies and you go into Overwatch with the laser sight, just that proximity is going to give you a really good chance to hit. It's not bad with Rifleman's Sentinel either. But quick draw is kind of, it can be a bad choice as well as a good. I'll also note that when you're suppressing, it can be awesome, because if anyone triggers your suppressions Overwatch, you get Opportunist. Okay, so that is all the rookie equipment, and that took so long that we're not going to go over the advanced equipment. You'll have to wait and see. Alright, let's get a mission before I talk more.
Excavation complete.
Excavation complete. Do I even have the money to do more? Sure, I can spare 8 credits. Come on, guys, it's worth it.
Contact detected.
All right, our first small UFO. Let's shoot this bad boy down. I'll show you how the air war works. All right, like I said, Hellstorm missiles are for finishing enemies off. Nukes are for softening them up. Come on, turn down headset. You should have the ability.
We have eyes on the bandit.
All right, so with nukes, you take one shot and leave. And one shot is enough. Now, this guy's mission is totally screwed, right? Once you see that amount of explosions, you know that they're not going to cause panic, and they're only going to cause the 2 panic or 1 that they cause from showing up anyway. And I've screwed up all their alien research bonuses and stuff. If you know the dynamics of the air war, their aliens are getting very little out of that, and they'll have to spend resources to fix it. If you destroy it, that's also the case. Now, the Gin Hunter nukes have like a 6-second cooldown, which meant I wasn't even going to get another shot. So the idea is come in, get that first shot off, and leave whether you hit or not. And that way you sustain less damage to your UFOs. So your nukes tend to sustain less damage, or if you try and wait for that second shot, which you won't get against small UFOs, then it's really risky and there's a chance they'll take a lot of damage, but they could do a ton of damage. All right, so I tried to make it more interceptions, so you actually had more like breakpoints to decide what things were worth to you. And also so that interceptors took less damage unless you were going for some kind of high-risk interception.
Contact detected.
Okay. In the first month, you can't destroy UFOs, but we're going to take him down with Hellstorm missiles so you get an idea. I'll also note if you're having a problem where UFOs and ships aren't moving, it probably means you have an old version of the default game core.ini. Because in Long War 1.0 they added those stats into the DGC, and in older versions of, say, like my DGC, which is my mod, I don't have any of those values, so that means they just stop moving. So just make sure you're using a mod that's compatible with version 1.0 of Long War. All right, so we took him down. You didn't get to see the Hellstorm missiles in action. They fire fairly rapidly, not as fast as the alien weapons do.
Central, this is Voodoo 37.
But they're good.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
We're gonna go for this abduction first, guys. That other one will wait. Also, there's probably more interesting in general. All right, I've also upped the cash rewards. There's more of these and they're worth more money. So expect that to be fun. Now, what do I want? I am gonna fatigue. I'm gonna overdo 2 of these guys. The more health they have, the faster they'll recover from being pushed to their utter limits. So I want 1, and this one's got 6 health, but also only 3 days left. 4 health. 4 health is a bad choice. You basically take 2 damage for sending out fatigue soldiers after the mission, if they don't take more than that. So 6 health ones recover quite quickly. So we'll just send this guy anyway. All right, abilities. Real low accuracy, low defense, high speed, high health. This guy should probably take Will to Survive, this lady, Fleur, and be our first assault. With Will to Survive, the idea of assaults is that they can actually approach enemies safely, or they can function close to enemies safely, thanks to how tough they are. Because assaults just died. Giving them running gun is not how you it doesn't keep them alive. It lets them be super blitzy aggressive. My idea was to refactor assaults so that they were super survivable instead. Here we have high health, low aim, neutral defense, high speed. This one should probably be a scout. So scouts are kind of the other side of the coin. They do begin with lightning reflexes. I'm just gonna say, I told Johnny to change the scout initial perk from sprinter to lightning reflexes. I called that. He totally did it. Lightning reflexes. This helps you run Overwatch and makes your whole squad a little freer to move because, you know, the scout is there to soak it up. Also, the scouts can go a couple paths. There's ultra defensy, where you jump around and take all the best defensive perks ever, and you're almost unkillable when in cover, which is crazy because you can like tank alien grenades and stuff even before you have decent armor. You can go with a kind of super mobile sniper, or you can go with the squad support. We'll see what we need in the future, but with the low aim this character did have, we're probably not going sniper. So super defensive is always a great way to go with your first couple scouts because they tend to die. The idea with the scouts is that they can advance and skirmish safely, and can also fill a ton of other roles as you deck them out. They're also very fast, but they're not as survivable as the assault. It's not survivability, it's the ability to move around enemy lines, whereas the assaults have the ability to survive near the enemy lines. Alright, so we've got them decked out. We're not going to talk about the perk trees yet. This assault, I like, if I'm going to go hardcore, I like my assaults to have breacher kits, and if they're fast enough, I give them a cutthroat as well. Remember, then we have run and gun with our shotgun and run and gun with the cutthroat. The cutthroat's higher base damage, so the cutthroat does have, I forgot to look at this, 6 base damage, no aim bonus, uber low critical chance. This is a one-shot version of the vanilla shotgun. If you crave that vanilla shotgun super high base damage, the cutthroat is for you. It's also the best thing to use against, say, like a mechanical enemy. It's way better against drones and for one-shotting than other stuff. It also has a little bit more range than it used to. So we've stacked damage reduction with demo rigging and tack armor. We've also got +4 bonus health and 2 grenades, plus all this shotgunniness. And because we are naturally quick, she's going to be a monster in close quarters combat. Especially with Will to Survive, she can probably tank regular hits without even taking damage. Here, let's take a look at some of the other weapons you can equip. So every character in the game, this is not true. So let's look at the heavy rack. This is the bigger version of the assault rifle. Let's talk about who can equip it first. Not usable by snipers or rookies. So scouts can use these. Scouts have very high aim. But also sleepers, great weapon for sleepers and infantry. So the heavy rack, this is the battle rifle analog for ballistic weapons. 16 aim, just like the rifle, base damage 5, 1 higher than the assault rifle. Critical chance, its base is 4, but effectively it's 14 because it gives you the sharpshooter perk. Attack range 39, reaction 30, so that's higher attack range than the assault rifle, but actually lower reaction range because of its unwieldy nature. Ammo 3, that's kind of standard. Mobility -1, it is pretty damn heavy. So it's got real long attack range. And of course, sharpshooter means that it doesn't really care what kind of cover your enemy's in. If they're in low cover, you just use your regular attack. And if they're in high cover, then you get 10 extra aim, negating half of the difference between high cover and low. So high cover is only like 10% aim worse than low cover when you're using this weapon. Effectively giving it kind of like cover penetration is how I think about it. Also exceptionally long range and usable by people who can't use any of the sniper type weapons. So a great weapon, especially for accurate characters. If you move, so note that it does have unbalanced. When firing this weapon as your second action, you suffer a -10 aim penalty. So it's best if you can position beforehand, making squad sight an excellent addition for this. Yeah, so that's great. It's a great weapon. The scouts also gain access to the marksman rack. Only scouts and snipers can use this. This is the marksman rifle. analog. Aim plus 20, so you note it's quite accurate, but you can't gain close range aim bonuses with this. Matter of fact, it gets highly penalized as enemies get closer within your visual range. So you really, without squad sight, it can be really tricky to not get at least some penalty. Base damage 4, so not as good as the heavy rack. Critical chance 40, so significantly better than the heavy rack. Assault rifle damage, higher critical chance than the assault rifle as well. You know, the attack and reaction range is 42 each, which is a lot, but only a little bit higher attack range than the heavy rifle. The way I think about it is that they're basically the same size rifle, they're just spec'd out differently. Ammunition 3, mobility 0, a little bit faster. Comes with Deadeye, making this your anti-drone weapon of choice. With that solid base damage and that bonus against flying units, it is awesome. I thought it was kind of like a good skeet shoot kind of weapon. Precision range, yep. And all right, so those are the special weapons here. She's awfully fast. My scouts, since if we're gonna take, let's take the skirmish rack, demo rigging, and breaching kit. Tac vest. So she's going to be fast, able to stun people, and resistant to enemy fire. Since our, you know what? Let's actually give her 2 HE grenades so she can destroy their cover for our friends here. So she's going to be real fast. And then we'll just bring some Joe Schmoes. I like to bring characters with low health on the first couple missions, just to get them all nice and leveled up before things really get intense. Okay. All right, so what do we have here? Aim, low health, good defense. Rifleman, laser sight, this is my go-to. This is the high aim. Laser sight and telemetrics kit are your 2 aim increasing things in the beginning. And yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Do love me some reflex racks. Let's make someone who can tank a bit. She's got good aim as well. I like to bring 2 telemetrics kits if I can. Okay, she's got awesome aim. Rifleman racks go to the highest aim people. All right, that's too many of those. This lady is gonna go reflex tac vests. Yeah. Note that the heavy sidearm, so the breaching kit, the heavy sidearm, which is the MAC-10, and the pistol is fastest. And the heavy sidearm is heavier, and the cutthroat is real heavy. Okay, you also have excellent range. Let's go with some defense up in here, though, because she's really slow. Actually, slower characters I kind of like to give the breachers rack sometime, but not today. And then this lady's awfully fast, but I just need some shotgun in here. That speed will help you carry cutthroat. And then mixing these 2 grenades is going to make us nice and safe. Alright, so you definitely want to have some vests up in your crew so that they can take advantage of low cover. We'll swap hers out. As well as high cover, because when you bring this many people, you run out of high cover real fast. Okay, it's an urban block. That means our destructive grenades are going to be great because it's very likely that you can blow up the wall. I don't know if my, like... Yeah, my ability to turn down the sound is apparently compromised. Oh, God. We've already spent, like, 20 minutes. It was worth it to explain the weapons to you.
Within several major cities.
I hope.
Our response is crucial to minimizing the spread of panic.
At the beginning, in the first month, the missions are pretty easy, I say, before I actually encounter it. So I'm just going to try and blow through this. Probably less talking, more killing. And if I hunker down into internal mode, you'll know I'm trying to concentrate.
Central,
So just watch how the equipment affects the characters.
Roger, Big Sky. Reading you 5x5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
Alright, lots of good cover here. So, like I said, the tack armors are built for heavy cover. And I moved her up because she has a battle scanner. And the last thing I want is to be flanked. And the first thing I want to do is get more information about what's going on. There's probably not many enemies, and the key to actually... The key to racking up all that sweet meld is to have good info so you can make safe and awesome decisions. Okay, so enemies up there. Can anyone actually... Man, like... No one can get good overwatch on them. Okay, well, let's get her up there.
Affirmative.
I don't think this will trigger that pod, but it's awfully close. We're going to steady weapon. I like to steady weapon even if I'm going to use rapid fire.
Heading for that location.
Reflex racks, we really want those to go on Overwatch. It is a good deal for us.
We'll go.
Comfort zone.
I think my Overwatch symbol is red because of some weirdness about...
Moving.
Okay, let's cover our left flank.
Got it covered.
A bit. And by cover, I mean, you know, Shroud and Overwatch. Shield dash up here. And this guy.
Ясно.
Lady.
Начинаю наблюдение.
Okay, looks like 4 sectoids. Got a pretty good dash up here. Okay.
Okay.
I want reflex first.
Moving to Overwatch.
If it seems efficient.
Yes, Commander. Overwatch, aye aye. On my way.
So we're gonna move her up. Yeah, and hope that we don't see these nasty aliens going to Overwatch. The nice thing about running gun troops is you can take a blue move and then another one.
Roger, got my
Okay,
eyes
we want to
on.
ambush this pod next turn.
Time to
Just
motor.
want to get those guys up.
Moving.
Okay, thanks to this battle scanner, I feel quite safe about moving up in here. Something could roll up on me.
Координаты получила.
Also, thanks to these guys' positioning, I don't think I'm going to trigger any nasty aliens.
Moving out.
And it's just best to get your troops into the center of the map. Kind of like getting knights out in chess. Not that I play chess well or much, but hey. Alright, so these guys wander into us. I think they're going to trigger, right? But our battle scanner really helped us out here. Sadly, none of our Overwatch nabs them. But obviously they're concerned. Running gun is going to be pretty brutally effective here. And we're going to go ahead and... What are we going to do?
On it.
Okay, we're going to move up with her. She doesn't have running gun. We do have grenades. And you'll note we lost track of one of them. This is kind of why I put... Do I want that? No, let's try and find this other guy. If we destroy his cover, he should pop out.
Throwing grenade.
Also, this guy's got a green tip. That's bad news bears. I'm not sure what kind of bears. But if you push F1, you'll see that that guy doesn't have anything special about him. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, we did not reveal the other Yahoo, but we did put that guy in kind of a pickle. Can we see anyone? No. Okay, we're just gonna pop out here. We're gonna take a shot on this exposed guy. Cautious, +5 defense while in cover. So using that grenade on him was actually quite beneficent. I try and put a bunch of little perks that can make a single action just that tiniest bit better. Oh, look at these, those are cool. Okay, so 30% chance to crit, 20% from my weapon. We've lost some from green fog, but it's a pretty good shot for a rookie.
No way that just happened.
Yeah, way that happened. Okay, let's sneak up. She's got reflex rack, which means she's actually quite accurate. And this thing doesn't have much health, so an extra target. That guy down. Oh, and we move up and see this one. Perfect. Exactly the kind of thing we were hoping for. We're going to burn our running gun that we get from our shotgun. Remember, these are just rookies. It's the equipment that makes a woman. And the man. Oh, come now.
Adjusting aim.
93% chance. XCOM. Okay, we're gonna advance. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna stay behind the heavy cover. And look, shotgun's still pretty damn accurate from longer ranges these days. I say way too soon, apparently. Okay. We just barely have sight on this one. Come on, let's at least nail it. Alright, 3 damage, fine. I did want to make crits a little less deadly. This is not what I intended. Heavy cover is still better than low cover, even if you have low profile, simply because it adds additional damage reduction. I do want more Overwatch coverage. So this character can't get to decent cover. It's going to provide kind of Overwatch in-depth, and this one's going to try and nail people down. 59% accuracy. You note that is full accuracy because she has vigilant,
Damn it.
I believe. Oh. Oh, no. She has an assault rifle, so that was Sentinel that that's why her accuracy was actually low. Still not bad, though. Still not bad. Okay. Red fog is going to keep this guy's statistics down, so I'm not too worried about it, but he does now get a crit bonus, which can make them real likely to crit you, which is bad. Okay, and they go for the tag team. It's a shame this guy didn't panic, because that would have been awesome. Alright, they're going to suppress, but our shotgun troops are just going to annihilate these guys. You only dodge once, the shot's quite that good. Okay, we have burned run and gun. Note that the autosave, for me, it takes a long time to finish. And I have like 16 gig of RAM. I don't know why the autosave. It always feels like it's crashing or about to crash, and then it turns out it was just the autosave kicking in. I don't know. I'm the only one who's ever reported that particular bug. A grenade really would help out here since can't get too close. Alright, so we're just gonna use up all her grenades. And it's probably gonna oh, there must be a melt canister on the roof. Damn it, mans. Okay, we'll just destroy their cover and do some damage. Well, that was less effective than one might hope. Note that 63% chance, even when these things are great for picking off enemies that are in cover. And by these, I mean shotguns. And you can crit from the front. So good. Especially if you spec out your soldier for crits with the later types of, the later weapons that make that so possible. Shotguns have lots of ammo. If you're going to waste shots, go ahead and try with shotguns. Not that you always need to.
On my way.
84%. And a 6 damage crit puts them down.
I'm on it, Commander.
Okay, we're a little vulnerable from the sides here.
Иду.
And I would like to find the rest of the aliens.
Смотрю внимательно.
Preferably the ability to murder them.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Painful.
Because I want all this meld, but I don't know that I'm going to have the mobility. Sounds like they're out here to the left. Sounds like 2 squads out here to the left. That must be directly above us. How far outside can I get? Okay.
Will do.
Let's take a turn to restock everything. Our running gun will be up. I don't think anyone's coming through this door. I want to reload.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on it, Commander. Good to go.
Aye, aye.
I don't like to overwatch with the skirmishers because they have so little ammo.
Мониторю сектор.
If they're only one
Got my
ammo
eyes
down, I
on.
don't mind going into Overwatch. And
Moving to
we'll
designated
just dash up
coordinates.
instead of refilling that shotgun. At least we'll have quite a few shotgun shots. Let's hope.
I don't think we're allowed out here.
Oh shit, son. I don't know if they saw us or... Oh shit, it's on!
They're moving.
Okay, 1 down. And remember we had Sentinel on someone, right? This looks like a double activation.
That's a load of bull.
Alright, that's one reason to have Sentinel. Another thing about the differing reaction ranges is that you get lots of different Overwatch shots.
Cover my flank.
Alright, so that was a little intense, but I'm glad we waited. Can she get in there? Yeah. Does that flank any of the aliens? Okay.
On the move.
She's taking this position.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, son of a... That's bad.
They're repositioning on us.
Oh. Oh, just a nice easy mission, I say. Run and gun is a kind of save your butt ability, and so I'm glad to have these two with run and gun and grenades over here on the end where it's about to get hot and heavy. My awesome flank of these guys turned out real poorly, so it's definitely time to start considering grenades. Can I flash? Come on, guys. Damn. I can flash two of them. Okay. Who's got a breacher's kit? None of them brought them. Breacher's kit are great for those one-shot kills. In that case, an assault rifle is really what I want to flank this one. And like I said, close range is better than it was. So let's try and finish this one off first. We can always pull back. Good,
I'm
good.
out of firepower over here.
We'll leave these guys once we figure out what we're doing. Smoke is going to be a great alternative here. Their chain panic is something I'm going to have to watch out for.
Okay.
Okay, let's set up a kind of...
Got it covered.
ambush zone. Ugh, not dead.
I'm out of firepower over here.
Running out of moves.
Heading out.
Okay, let's have her waste this guy. 82% chance to shots, 6 damage.
Weapons dry.
Note that the more shots you get, the more likely you are to finish things off.
Выполняю.
We're pretty likely to be able to nail this guy. 94%. Okay, sadly, we've only got one Overwatch up there, and she can't stay where she is. Okay, things are going to get pretty ugly. So this is my assault.
Hunt him down.
Assaults are awfully tough. So sadly, we did not get a chance to shoot anything there. But if anyone has to take a crappy position, it should be them. And then this is, she's just a rookie decked out for, loaded for bear.
I'm on it, Commander.
Let's try and nail these guys with a grenade. because if they're hurt, their aim and will go down.
Eat this!
And if they waste Mind Merge restoring these guys' aim and will, they won't be using that on me as much. And then she's coming back inside to play it safe. Okay, guys. It's looking kind of rough with the triple pod activation, but I think we're up for it. One of the big changes about my mod is it lets you be way more aggressive. Well, I don't like the look of that at all. Also, if you give up line of sight on these dudes, it can be real bad for you. It's real good to have battle scanners out there telling you where they are so they can't cloak and get that bonus crit chance from cloaking. Oh, she panicked. Chain panic. No. Oh, shit. There goes my only Overwatch. You guys had such good % chances to pass. They hunkered. She's mind frayed. But chain panic isn't as bad as it used to be simply because you have more people. Okay, so I have no idea what happened. A battle scanner, it is so necessary for a battle scanner to happen.
On the move.
Battle scanners also have greater sight range than they did. So let's get one battle scanner over here.
Scanners online.
So worth that turn. As it will stop these guys from getting cloak shots at all, reveals that one. And man, I need to reload so bad. Okay, she can actually get a grenade somewhere. There might be some Overwatch out here.
Will do.
We'll see.
Eyes on the prize.
Okay, I feel like there's a lot of aliens unaccounted for. I don't like that. If we can kill this one, that'd be great.
Yes.
Moving. Ready to rock.
Affirmative. Ready to rock.
Я пошла.
Smoke. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Let's reload instead. Okay, uses Mind Merge again. At least he's going to be easy pickings. And that means this guy's going to feel bad in the morning. But right now, this guy's got a power play moment. 50% chance to hit.
No, please.
We get hit and panic. There's one of those unseen D-bags. Thankfully, he is revealed by so many sectoids. No, my mission. That's bad. Alright, so one of the things about the battle scanner is even if they are cloaked when they move, it will cause them to not be cloaked yet. Man, she still had a lot of health left. 6 damage crit, 8 damage actually. That's the power of critical hits. They can definitely do as much, even more damage than nasty old regular long war hits. But you can control for them a lot better. Okay, well, shit's going to hell. Wrap up. We have to hope that this was a 3 sectoid pod over here. It's hard to tell with concealment. 56% chance to hit. Sadly, we do take a shot from this bad boy. Thankfully, we don't seem to care to panic. Put that one down. It weakens the other one. Okay, she... one of the great things about rapid fire is when you're up on a roof, you negate that penalty with that +20 aim bonus. Now we want to look at this guy. This one has Slayer. Slayer and Aggression is the worst possible combo on an enemy. That's usually what causes these nasty one-shot deaths. So you want to be extra cautious when you see it happening. Now this one's mind merging the other one, so it would be good if I could kill it somehow. We're gonna go for finishing off this one. Remember, you don't always take your second shot if you kill him the first time. Okay, we're gonna have to get aggressive. And flashbang these two. That one at low health is a good target for a mind merge. And the flashbang totally makes the mind merge a waste, or generally makes the mind merge a waste. Still diluted.
That's
Let's have her work around for the flank while she's kind of out of it.
Eat you!
I want to use that smoke grenade. Yeah, let's go ahead. Smoke grenade can also tempt the enemy into using more of their mental powers instead of their more deadly ones. Okay, good, good. Mind merge on that guy is a total waste because he is flashbanged. I mean, it restores a little bit of health, but he doesn't have enough health to survive much. Overwatch on him is also wasted because he's banged. I don't like this. But they finally miss. Note they had a 34% chance to hit. That's kind of my standard. This guy just runs away and overwatches. That one just runs away. Even less chance to hit. Thank you, low profile. Okay, we've got an explosive grenade. All she's got... Oh, she has one shot left, huh? Let's go for this. We really need to wrap up some of these enemies quickly because that support grenade only lasts for a little bit. So it doesn't do much damage, but it does do its job. Okay, that one has no special. Yeah, so let's go for the higher health one. Note that our crit chance is insane because it is the skirmisher rack.
Eat you!
Okay, Because I'm all about that smoke. Okay, the reflex rack is good on Overwatch and slightly more accurate than other weapons. Now things are starting to calm down.
Moving out. Eyes peeled, Commander.
Okay, those guys Overwatch should suck. Should. But that is far from guaranteed.
I'm on the move.
However, someone's not diluted anymore. It shows. Maybe I should have gone for Overwatch.
Roger.
She's gonna trigger some Overwatch here. I can't decide if it's worth it. All the Overwatch there.
Heading for that location. I'm on it.
Just pull back an Overwatch. Mind merge, that's fine. There's quick draw plus the vigilant Overwatch. Giving you that actually accurate reactive Overwatch that was so impossible to get before. Mind Fray, that's probably gonna work. Oh, but didn't. And then this guy, where's my Overwatch? Oh yeah, I got used. 85% chance. Yeah, well, that's life. Some people died. And that's one of the things that I really wanted to put in my mod, is that people, man, people die sometimes. That is XCOM. Can I get up on the roof? Not well. Okay, let's burn our running gun to get in here.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Of course, I could cancel red fog penalties by healing her up, but let's see if we can nail this guy. Coin flip. Nice.
Aye, aye.
Okay, see how fast she is? And since these guys are exposed, we'll switch to our pistol, and we'll make use of that rapid fire. Didn't need it, but it's nice to have, right? You see where I'm coming from. Remember that infantry with lock and load get 1 extra ammo on both, thus they are much better, and they can reload this thing and shoot twice. They can actually pump out a lot of fire,
That's affirmative.
which is great. Let's try and get a kill for you. No dice.
Yes, Commander. Nailed him.
Mission accomplished.
Alright guys, Operation Hot Whisper was a hot mess. We lost a rookie to a lucky shot by a mind-merged alien, increasing that crit chance. Obviously the alien had Slayer as well. Previously that was called Bring 'em On. And these two are wounded simply because we exhausted them. But no one else suffered wounds. Now, you might recall that one of our rookies actually did take a health point of damage, but because we brought a medikit, that doesn't apply. Did I go over medikits? I don't think I went over medikits.
We will be in touch, Commander.
All right, let's go back to this. Medikits. Medikits grant you... restores 3 health, confers resistance to acid, neutralizes racked, that's acid on targets, stabilize critically wounded ally, also grants field surgeon, which means that all the wounds you take are reduced by 1. Doesn't apply to exhausted characters or those that are critically wounded, but it means always bring at least 1 med kit. I know you do anyway because you're a responsible XCOM players, but it's so worth it. It can save you so much hospital time over the course of the game to just bring one every time. More than one doesn't make a difference. All right, thanks for watching that episode. I hope you enjoyed how it turned into a total crap fest there in the middle when I triple activated a pod and someone died for it. But you can see that with tactics and proper planning, even multiple chain panics and a triple pod activation weren't enough to like overwhelm my squad of rookies. So you can see the power level is very high. Let me tell you, the enemies are not always such chump change, and they get as many, if not more, goodies than you, and I am absolutely diabolical in how I planned out the enemy perks. So once you see heavy floaters, feel free to leave some comments about how much you hate me on my Nexus mods page. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you learned something about the Art of War mod and are going to try it for yourself if you're not already playing. Until next time, my friends, remember, it's all downhill from here.